All right, good evening. This is the exact same project. Okay, so since you'll be starting in a few days, I decided to, instead of making it a separate project, just roll it into this one. So let's go ahead and get started. Note the button to disable SuperTrend mode looks like this. Okay, so we have the SuperTrend here, ATR and the factor. I love this. Okay, it's doing its purpose. So when it's red, it's only taking shorts. I needed to deactivate that. All right, so there needs to be a button, a checkbox here to deactivate. Because you see how it's only taking shorts. However, if I am setting a take profit, like let's say here, boom, I can get 20 there. Uh, get some there. Uh, all right, got that there. Uh, Yeah, so I want to disable that so that now it will take trades as long as the previous day high or low is broken. Okay, next, uh, calculating bars where the high and low were broken. Okay, so we know that TradingView doesn't give us intra-bar data. We only get a open, we get an open, close, high, and a low. All right, so we don't know which one happened first. So here's what we're going to do. So for calculating purposes, if the previous bar was red, then we're going to assume that the trade entered here. Yeah, we're going to trade entered there, and and that's it. We're going to assume that it took profit. Now, if it we assume that the trade entered here, we assume that the trade entered right here. Okay, so we're going to assume that the trade entered here. Now let's say that the take profit was set at 5. Boom, it would have hit take profit. So we would count that as a win. However, let's say the take profit was 20. Oh, I did not make that. So the assumption is going to be that the trade lost. For calculating purposes, we're going to assume because the same closing rules applied, no stop loss, but the trade is over when this candle closes. Okay, hope that makes sense. Okay, so to recap, I need the option to disable super trend mode. Okay, definitely love this because I had the higher chance of getting a good trade if this were green, if we were going long. However, since there's now going to be a take profit, I want to have the option to cut that off. All right, so even here, I can get 10 pips there. This closes, get some there, and even if I don't get to 10, it's going to close with the next candle anyway, and so forth and so forth. Yeah, a button there to turn that off. All right, next, take this off. If and this is a 3 bar, this one right here where my mouse is, this green one. If we can see, it took out the high and it took out the low. So how are we going to calculate it? If both the high and the low are taken out, use the previous candle's color. If red, assume the short was taken. If green, assume the long was taken. So in this instance here, let's say my take profit was 5 pips. Let's say it was, yeah, 5 pips. Well, I got 8, so it would be an entry here and a take profit down there. So let's say that my entry was here and I had it set for 20 pips take profit. I did not get it. So then the calculation would assume that I lost whatever it is. I think that's 60. Okay? If it were, if this previous color were green, let me see if I can find one. Okay, this one here took out the high and the low. Took out the high and the low. So we are going to assume that the long was taken. And if my take profit was 10, boom, I got it. If my take profit was, say, 30, I did not get it. And then it closed when the trade was over when that candle closes. If you have any questions, let me know. You know, just popped into my head and I put it in here.